Oh, well done. 2 points for that. I've been asked to come up and do something really special for you guys. Don't worry, I'm not doing me Bon Jovi bit or anything like that. But, you know, this is the 9th Reading Pride. And, go on, give a cheer for that, go on. Obviously, since 2004, when a very small group of people set up Reading Pride, we've seen a lot of things start to happen. You know, we want to be sure this year that people don't quite forget the message of what Pride's about. Because yes, it's nice and easy to have a vodka and coke in the VIP area or a burger out there, but actually there's a reason why we have Pride. You know, and it gets a little lost. You know, we only have to go back to June 1969 when the riots of Stonewall occurred. Now, a lot of people don't know a lot about that, and if you've been lucky enough to get one of these today, which is the Pride programme, it will tell you a little bit more about the history of what people have been fighting for since then. For those of you that don't know, the Stonewall riots in those days, gay bars were slightly different. You had to go and knock a secret knock on a door and hide really behind your own lives to get on with what you want to do. And what would happen, the police would raid bars, and if you were dressed as a woman, and you were a man, obviously, but I'll put that one in very quickly, you'd be arrested. And in that particular year, in fact, it was the day after Judy Garland's funeral, so you can understand the Queens were a bit upset anyway. The drag queens took a stand. They decided they weren't going to hand over their ID, and the riots ensued. And since then, there have been pride marches and organisations all across the world. And what we're doing, we're fighting for equality. We are not second-class citizens. All we do is love someone of the same sex. You know, if you haven't read this, let me just share a couple of facts for you. I'm not going to bore you because I left my pushchair over there. I've got my baby running off me vodka. You know, out of 196 countries in the world, being gay is a crime in 76 of them. In 10 countries, you can be murdered or executed for being gay. Every 16 hours, it's legal grounds for a transgender person to be executed. And only 10 countries in the world recognise marriage equality. Does that sound like equality to you? You know, we have civil partnerships now, and that came out in Reading Pride #2. But I don't know about you, when I had my civil partnership in April, it's a bit embarrassing to say I'm not married, I'm civilly partnered. It sounds like a contract, a business deal. So obviously this year we've had the marriage consultation, and Reading Pride obviously submitted its response to that. Obviously we're for marriage equality before you start asking questions. And we know from the language that's been used by some MPs and some clergy, there's still bigots out there. And that's why Reading Pride takes place every year. Of course, there are some MPs and there are some clergy out there that are pro-equal marriage. And of course, we at Reading Pride really want one of those as well. Yeah, and we want to send out this appeal to our Reading MPs, Alok Sharma and Rob Wilson, that you have a conscience vote to vote for marriage equality. Remember that we can vote too, and we want marriage equality, and if need be, we'll use our conscience. You know, I want to leave you with this one. Are you nearly set up, ladies? Have I got to still blag? Oh, good. Wilma's going to blag for me. Look, I'll leave you with these words, what my mum said. When I came out in a phone box in Gravesend about 15 years ago, my mum said to me, don't worry, Jamie, it's okay to be gay. And that's the message here today we want to get out to you guys. It is okay to be gay. Thank you for listening. Thank you, Jamie.